Hello there. I just wanted to do something interesting after a while. So, I'm going to do a review of Sonic Colors. This game is released on every console that ever existed at this time. And, well, I picked up the Wii version. And, well, I didn't pick it up, I rented it. It was, well, they had two games that I wanted to try. There was Sonic Colors, and they had Mario Kart Wii. Well, I've already tried it, but that's not the point. Anyway, Sonic Colors. So I take this home, and the first thing I notice is that I don't the cover just fucks me up immediately. Like, there's a bunch of weird, they all have one eyes and shit, and then I don't know what to think, because Sonic has been shit ever since Sonic Adventure, where after Sonic Adventure they just decided to take out the walking stages, and they decided to take out all the upgrades outside the walking stages, so that just makes no fucking sense, first of all. And second of all, they decided to throw, like, everyone inside a mech. Like, dude, the Gamma stages in Sonic Adventure were bullshit. The rest of the game was okay, except for big stages, which were total shit. And the rest of the game was okay, and the hunting stages were a bit, but the mech stages were shit, man. They were just bullshit. I don't even know why the fuck they even had those in the game. Just like the fishing stages, those were shit. So they decided to take the most mediocre part of the game, which is the hunting stages, and the worst part of the game, which is the mech stages, and decide to make those a whole different set. So there's like 5 levels based around the mechs per side. So there's like 10 mech stages, and there's 10 hunting stages, and there's hardly 10 running stages. I mean, what is this shit? It's bullshit. But I'm not here to talk about Sonic Adventure 2 and how Sonic Heroes just kept getting worse because it had 3 players, except there was no multiplayer where you could play, where each player would play as one of the 3 characters. That's what I really was expecting. And they didn't even have the Chow Garden, which was first of all fucked up by Sonic Adventure 2, but I thought maybe they could come back and change it back. But no, they didn't. They were like, fuck it. We're going to be like, oh, let's introduce like 5 more characters, like this crocodile guy, and this bee, and this triangle guy, and this rabbit thing, and this other robot, and let's make them all characters, and then let's make every character a clone of other characters. What the fuck? Seriously, the only thing that was unique between them all was nothing. They all went through the same stages. They all did the same shit. They were the same thing, except I think the Cadix team had special missions, like they had to find frogs and shit. Like, okay, that's stupid, but okay. Talking about Sonic Colors, basically the entire series up after Sonic Adventure was shit, and so I didn't know what to think coming into this game. You know, the last Sonic game that I tried was Shadow the Hedgehog, which I owned for a year, and then I decided to sell it because it was shit. Like, I tried to play it, and it was like, dude, you can't play me because you're not a faggot enough. And I was like, what? Dude, no. And so then they were like, fuck it. I'm just gonna make this game shitty and have you shoot things and hero dark thing. You were trying to make it unique by changing the paths in which you went, but they were always the same stage. You were just doing something different. That's stupid. Just make new. There's like 10 stages in the entire fucking game, and they decide like, oh, you gotta do like paths, so you can't like get all of them on your first try, so you need to play it over and over. Why would I want to play it over and over again? The first level is shit anyway. What the fuck is this? Sonic Colors. I rented it. I didn't buy it, since I knew better by now. I haven't bought a Sonic game since Shadow the Hedgehog. And before that I got Sonic Advance 2, and the rest I rented after Sonic Adventure. Anyway, so I rented this game, Sonic Colors. First of all, the theme is colors or something. Whatever. So anyway, I start up the game, everyone has fucked up voices. Right off the bat, everyone sounds like a fucking retard. Right after I got used to the voices that were in Shadow the Hedgehog. I mean, what is this? No, you're changing shit again? The only one who's not changed is Robotnik, who sounds the same as he has since Sonic Adventure 2. But, I mean, I don't even know. And now he's making some amusement park or something, and then Sonic and Tails go to this place, and they're like, what's going on here? And so then they run to this guy, and he says, dude, we got a bunch of these, like, wisps or something, we gotta go save them and shit. And I was like, what? What? Oh, we're gonna have a ton more characters, except they're gonna be little things that don't do shit. We already introduced Chow, which don't do shit. We already introduced Cream, who doesn't do shit. No character does anything. What's the point of introducing more? So anyway, they say, oh, you gotta go beat up Dr. Robotnik, and then he will do the things. You gotta beat him up. So anyway, you go. Oh man. Well, you go. It's kind of like Sonic Unleashed, which I rented on my PS3, but it's still shit. It's still shit. It's still shit. Okay? I mean, now there's no more wolf stages, which is better, but it's still bullshit. And the music is shit, and the voices are shit. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're just running around all over the place, and then you got a bunch of like these things, and they give you abilities or something. I don't know. I never really got that far in the game since I was like, fuck this. I mean, it was shit. The game was terrible. I've played a bit. You know, I played about 2, 3, 4 hours of gameplay. It was terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible game. Horrible, horrible game. It was just bad. And then I only rented it for 2 days because I knew it was gonna be shit. So I just returned it the next day. Actually, I had 2 days, so that didn't count as my first day. The next day counted as my first day. So I had another day, but I returned it because it was terrible. It was horrible, and I didn't like it. You know, that's about it. And there's not much else you can say about the game because it's a Sonic game. Sonic games sucked. Ever since Sonic Adventure 2, it's been terrible. Ever since Sonic Adventure, it's been terrible. From Sonic Adventure on, every character that's been introduced is terrible. Every character that was introduced in Sonic Adventure was terrible. You know what was the best Sonic game? Sonic CD. Look it up, you stupid motherfuckers. You buy a Sega CD. Oh, yeah, I did, bitch. Deal with it. So, you download the Sonic CD. Well, you don't download, you buy it. Who gives a shit? Anyway, you put it into your thing. It's got great music. It's got great stages. It's got a great gimmick. It's got great 2D platforming action. And Robotnik is evil. That's all you need to know. There's no fucking plot. There's no plot anywhere. You just need to kill dudes. It's like Sonic 1. Sonic 2 changed a ton of things about Sonic 1. And then they had the figure 8 fun. That was sweet, man. The whole game, Sonic CD, was great. Sonic Colors is bullshit. What do I rate this game? Okay, I'll give it a 2 out of 10. Why do I give it a 2 and not a 1? Well, it's because I returned it early, they gave me a slight refund. Oh, that's great. I love you, Blockbuster. Anyway, that's all I got to say on the matter. It's shit. You should never play it. And that's all you gotta know, really. Yeah, so that's all you need to know about it.
Everything you've heard me say so far is a joke.